Think about the great art centres of the world: Paris, Rome, Barcelona, perhaps even London. Well, now there's a new name to add to that list, and it's Stokes Croft right here in Bristol. But this place isn't about to open a swanky new gallery. No, the art here is created by the local people, and you can see it just about everywhere you look. Stokes Croft, Bristol's future cultural quarter, or a rundown inner city area forever blighted by drink, drugs and deprivation. For local artist Chris Chalkley, the answer's obvious.
If you think urban St Ives, you wouldn't be far wrong. When I first moved into my studios on the ground floor in Stokes Croft, and looked out of the window and actually thought this is a great place, and it's mainly suffering from low self-esteem really, and it doesn't have to be as grim as it is.
Today he's hoping to unveil Bristol's first outdoor art gallery, but first he needs some helpers.
As is typical with Stokes Croft, nobody will be here before midday, I can see it now.
Chris's mum is here though, a family of artists and performers. They've brought along Billy the baboon for support. Fed up with waiting for the local authorities to improve the area, Chris has duly declared this the People's Republic of Stokes Croft. Has the word spread? He's relieved to see that some help has arrived. He puts them to work.
We're going to be fixing panels all the way along here.
Their task is to whitewash a wall to make a practice space for budding graffiti artists.
He's a visionary. He's just really willing to have a go, and he seems like somebody who's not knocked by people's resistance. It's always easier to criticise than to do something positive.
I saw no reason why this place couldn't be a massive outdoor gallery to regenerate itself through the power of the people that are actually the community.
I love it here. I live just around the corner, and it's just got a really vibrant feel about it, I think. Real community feel.
It's time to prepare the rigging for 10 enormous paintings. Inspired by Chris, the work's being done by local street artists with no help or money from any authorities.
This area has been treated as the sewer of the city of Bristol, and all of the drugs projects and homeless hostels have all been centred here. It's got a fantastic social mix, and we're not saying we don't want any of that there. We embrace all that, and we can actually, if we can make it work here, then it can work anywhere.
To fund the new artwork himself, Chris has made his own Stokes Croft souvenirs, and his mum makes an excellent saleswoman.
We've got Stokes Croft fudge, Stokes Croft toffee, and Stokes Croft rock, with all the Stokes Croft going right down the middle.
This infamous local eyesore is the focus of the weekend's direct action. The People's Republic of Stokes Croft wants to send out the message that it should be redeveloped for use by the community.
One down, 9 to go. As long as it ain't going to land on any poor pedestrian's head, because we have to be very careful about road safety around here, you know.
I think
you're going to be alright now, chap. We're going to put a couple more.
While the wax is rotating on its axis, I kick facts with the verbal gymnastics.
I like that one.
Well, impressive.
But you know, I think this looks really nice now. It's definitely an improvement on what it was.
When I said that Stokes Croft could be an outdoor gallery 12 months ago, everybody laughed. Well, not everybody, but there was some ribaldry about it. But now it is kind of beginning to be the case, and we're showcasing some of Bristol's finest street artists here.
They've done it, and the eyesore is already looking better. Could this be a fresh start for Stokes Croft?
I want to go and show you a brand new one that's only made this week, so we're going to go round here, alright?
2 months later, and the word is out. This is the place to come for street art. Today, the Pied Piper of Stokes Croft is taking a group of school children on a tour of the area.
What this is, it's a projection piece, and it is actually that view over there. If you look that way, up Stokes Croft, it is Stokes Croft at night, taken on one of those cameras where you have a long exposure.
I thought it was just going to be like some rubbish stuff what they spray on there. Like they just run and do it. But it's pretty good.
I had my laptop in the shopping basket and I had a big projector. Have anybody of you seen those projectors for showing videos on it? Projected it up in the dark and then got on a big ladder and drew round it. And then all day long, I painted it, so it took 1 day. One man, 1 day. Shall we carry on? Are they coping all right, you think?
It's just like, it makes the place like more lively.
Even with this young audience, Chris doesn't waste an opportunity for a bit of campaigning.
We wanted to say to the government that what we want is a gallery and a cultural centre in the middle of Stokes Croft for our community. So it's a very good example of how you can use your skills to send messages, which is what graffiti does.
Inspired by what they've seen and heard, the kids have been itching to have a go on the practice wall. Local street artist Jason has come along to help.
Spreading it very easily and economically.
I think there's some very, very creative street art out there, very talented artists doing some really good work. I'll be the one to blame when they get back home and they're spraying their kitchen walls and stuff, I guess.
That's it. Stokes Croft as an educational tour is a definite goer.
The People's Republic of Stokes Croft is getting noticed. Chris says the community must now seize the day and make its voice heard.
I think what we need to do is get more political. It is inevitable that development will take place and this area will become wealthier. And all we can do is seek to influence the nature of that redevelopment and to hang on to some of the essential nature of this area. In poor areas, you end up with the brothels and the drug addicts and the homeless and the artists. You know, and it is said that the sweetest fruit grows on the harshest soil.
It's alive and well, and this song is evidence.
Well, that's just about it for tonight's programme, but we do hope you'll join us again next week when we'll be catching up with an unlikely sporting superstar. 20 years on from the Calgary Olympics, whatever happened to Eddie the Eagle? Plus, I'll be meeting the Bristol man trying to walk all the way to India with no money and no possessions. And we'll be investigating concerns that a radioactive leak at Hinkley A may be to blame for the deaths of some local children. That's all coming up next week, so until then, bye-bye.